This week I turned 42 and I want to share something with you that might surprise you. I've never been so excited about my age. I know we live in a culture that treats aging like a disease, where people lie about their years, but sitting here at 42, I feel something I never felt at 20 or 30. I feel like myself finally. At 20, I was copying everyone around me. At 30, I was still performing someone else's version of success. At 42, I'm living my truth on my own terms. And the difference isn't just liberating, it's life-changing. Today, I want to share 4 lessons that transformed everything for me. Lessons I haven't learned from books or seminars, but from real life hitting me square in the face. And maybe, just maybe, you won't have to wait until 42 to figure them out. Let me start with something raw and real. Life didn't happen the way I wanted to, not even close. Some of the things I prayed for never came. Some of my biggest dreams crushed and burned. And you know what? Some of those failures were the best thing that ever happened to me. Here's the first lesson. Flexibility isn't weakness, it's survival. We're taught to make a plan and stick to it no matter what, but life has its own plans and they rarely match ours. The most successful people I know aren't the ones who stuck to their original plan. They're the ones who adapted when their plan stopped working. Need to change careers at 40? Do it. Starting over at 50? Do it. Going back to school at 60? Do it. The only life you're guaranteed is the one you're living right now. Research in neuroplasticity shows our brain remains capable of forming new pathways throughout our entire lives. The story that you've been told that you're too old to change or start something new, that's a lie. I've reinvented myself more times than I can count. Each time felt terrifying. Each time people questioned my decisions. But each time I became more myself and less who I thought I should be. The second lesson transformed how I choose people in my life. Build relationships on shared values, not shared interests. For years, I thought compatibility meant passion or liking the same things or enjoying the same activities. But passion fades, interests change. What doesn't change are core values: integrity, kindness, growth, honesty, open communication. The strongest relationships aren't built on what you both love. They're built on how you handle what you don't agree on. They're built on respect that survives disagreement, support that shows up during failure, and communication that works even when emotions are high. That's critical. The Gottman Institute studied thousands of couples for decades and found that successful relationships aren't about avoiding conflict. They're about managing conflict with respect and care. It's not about being the same person. It's about growing in the same direction. Choose people who challenge you to become better, not people who make you feel comfortable staying the same. Lesson number 3 might save your life. Your body is not indestructible and the bill always comes due. In your 20s and 30s, you feel invincible. You can party all night, eat garbage, skip sleep, and bounce back like nothing happened. But here's what nobody tells you. Your body is keeping score. Every late night, every skipped meal, every cigarette, every excess drinks, they're all deposits in a bank account you'll have to cash in later. And trust me, the interest rates are brutal. Harvard Medical School research shows that lifestyle choices made in your 20s and 30s are the strongest predictors of health outcomes later in life. The good news? It's never too late to start making better choices. The challenging news? Every year you wait makes it harder. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Make them count. And here's the final lesson, the most important one. The people closest to you don't just influence your choices, they influence your identity. Stop investing time in people who don't invest in you. Stop trying to maintain relationships that drain your energy without giving anything back. Stop settling for surface level connections when you need depth. Life is too short for relationships that don't add value to your life or allow you to add value to theirs. Surround yourself with people who see your potential, support your growth, and celebrate your wins without jealousy. Harvard's grand study, which followed subjects for over 80 years, found that the quality of our relationships is the single strongest predictor of life satisfaction and longevity. Not money, not career success, relationships. Choose your inner circle like your life depends on it, because it does. So here I am at 42, more myself than ever been. Not because life got easier, it didn't. Not because everything worked out perfectly, it didn't. But because I finally learned the difference between what I can control and what I can't. I learned to practice growth instead of nursing grievances. I learned to see lessons in losses. I learned that getting older isn't about losing something, it's about finally finding myself. The insecurity that plagued my 20s, gone. The need to prove myself that defied my 30s, gone. What's left is clarity, confidence, and a deep appreciation for the journey that brought me here. Here's what I want you to understand. You don't have to wait until 42 to feel this way. You don't have to spend decades performing someone else's life before you start living your own. The best time to start living your truth was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. At 42, I'm finally free. Free from other people's expectations, free from the need to be perfect, free from the fear of judgment. And if there's one thing I want you to take from this, it's this. Your age isn't your limitation, it's your foundation. Every year you've lived, every experience you've had, every mistake you've made, they're all building blocks for who you're becoming. So stop apologizing for your age, stop hiding your years, stop acting like getting older is something to be ashamed of. Happy birthday to me! Until next time, keep growing.